There's a reason Spring Lake Elementary School in the Northern California town of Woodland looks sparkly clean and brand spanking new. That's because it is. The school, which opened in the fall of 2018, had been a decade in the making. Along with hundreds of new homes came the need for new schools. And that posed an exciting opportunity for parents.
It's not something that happens very often, and being able to have, a voice in what happened and how we developed the school.
They kind of said, what kind of school do you want to create, which was really cool. And as a committee, we talked about what were we interested in.
3 years before this campus broke ground, a committee made up of parents and teachers began looking at how to create a school that would be well equipped for decades to come.
And so we were trying to think of ways that it would be moving into the future. What are you going to need? What are you not going to need?
They decided the future would require STEAM. The educational approach focused on science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Veteran educator Robyn Miller was brought in as principal to help make the committee's dream a reality.
I feel like when I was hired to be the principal of this school, I needed to think about the future, because it's a brand new school from the ground up, and how often does that happen? And so I wanted to think, like, what are we preparing our kids for?
Everything from the outdoor classrooms to the rolling monitors to the chairs they sit on were created with the future in mind.
We just tried to make it so that there was a lot of options. So the rooms have tons of plugs, tons of places to add to it, so that as the school grows and as technology changes, there's just more options on what you can do.
All of the classrooms have the latest technology and furniture that moves, allowing teachers to use the space in different ways, and energetic kids to focus without being confined to a chair.
We have yoga balls for them to kind of sit and roll around on and kind of bounce gently on. We also have wiggle stools where they're able to kind of lean in a safe way and kind of move around while they're learning and doing their activity.
Across campus, the second grade classroom looks very similar. There's no front of the room. These classes are designed for movement.
We are trying to make a craft that can hold 10 tiles or more and float for 5 seconds or more.
It's not an easy feat, but part of the Spring Lake philosophy is that failure creates opportunity. And kids thrive on the opportunity to succeed on their own.
Trial and error is a big thing, so learning from your mistakes, going back and revising and making a change and fixing it and discovering what went wrong instead of being told what went wrong.
In reading a book, you don't know if it's actually real or not, and if we experiment, we know what can float, what can sink, what's good, what's bad.
You could say Spring Lake itself is a large-scale experiment that parents, teachers, and students are finding successful.
My kids love coming to school. It's never a fight. We hop on our bikes in the morning, we get here, and they are just excited. So it's been great.
And this is just the beginning. Phase 1 includes transitional kindergarten through the 3rd grade, 170 students in all.
This is going to be the multi-purpose cafeteria with the outdoor seating over here.
When it's finished, hopefully in the fall of 2020, this campus will have more than 400 students, all the way up to 6th grade.
I think it's awesome.
And while many of these kids may be too young to understand why a new campus is so special, they do know that something here is different. They're learning in a place where mistakes can be made and big messes, all of which makes the future seem like a whole lot of fun. Today, the average age of school buildings in the United States is 44 years. The end of World War II brought a surge in school building construction as young soldiers returned home and started families. Nearly half of all schools in the country were built in the 1950s and 1960s to accommodate the baby boomer generation.